My fam, I've been trying to up my game in capturing the highest quality footage and pictures of these amazing animals that I love so much, focusing more so on up-close shots that will even express the intricate little details that are easy to miss on the individual scales. I filmed and took pictures of a whole bunch of snakes this week, but I'll keep the videos short and sweet and similar. For instance, in this video we will see the two species of copperhead, the eastern copperhead and the broadband copperhead. You may have noticed an unusual pattern on this eastern copperhead, partial stripe, aberrant pattern, deviating from the norm. When animals reproduce, there's a chance of random mutations. Sometimes those mutations can express themselves visually, such as patterns, as you can see with this one. We will see a normal pattern eastern copperhead after the broadband copperhead, and when that happens, I want you to compare that to this one. Let me know in the comments which one you prefer visually, the partial stripe or the normal regular pattern. And not only that, I want to know which species you prefer, the broadband copperhead or the eastern copperhead. I just love the broadband copperhead. Look at this. To me, these just take the cake because I feel their colors pop much more. There are some dull colored broadband copperheads, but some are like this. Very vibrant red bands. It's just so incredible. And look at the scales. You see the little spots that are easy to miss. How cool is that? Another thing that fascinates me is when you see a snake with a pattern, it's easy to see that pattern at face value. But up close, taking a look at the individual scales, you'll notice that one scale may have multiple parts of that pattern that added all together lines up perfectly. That's very noticeable with the rhino viper and gaboon viper, but it can be seen with any of them, even this copperhead here. So I truly hope I'm able to capture and convey how beautiful these animals are. Even if you don't like snakes, hopefully you're able to still appreciate how remarkable they are, even down to the pattern. Wow. And if not by that, then how about the medication that's derived from snake venom? In the case with copperheads, there's a protein in their venom, contortrix, that works against breast cancer, inhibiting the growth and spread of cancer cells. In fact, studies show that this protein stops cancer growth by 70 to 80% and even prevents it from spreading to the lungs by 90%. If this does not give you appreciation for the copperhead, I don't know what else will. That is absolutely incredible, isn't it? And this isn't the only snake that's venom is used in medicine. One of the top 20 drugs of all time used to treat blood pressure is derived from snake venom from a pit viper down in South America. But even if we strip all of that away and ignore the medical benefits from venom for us, and let's see how they naturally help us out in the wild. They are natural healers even by the prey they eat. For example, if they eat a sick rodent, that stops a disease right there, stops it from spreading. And diseases that rodents carry can even spread to us. So naturally they are healers. Look at the medical symbol. This is another eastern copperhead, and the last one we will see. This is Hershey Marie. Look at that little Mickey Mouse type pattern. And here's the iconic Hershey Kiss pattern on the side of the eastern copperhead. But you can see the major difference between this normal pattern versus the partially striped one we saw earlier. If you've watched any of my videos before, you've probably noticed that I call Hershey a northern copperhead. With many animals, there's typically many common names referring to the same species. There's one scientific name, that's the one that really matters. But the reason for calling it a northern copperhead is because copperheads were once one species with 5 different subspecies. And this was the northern copperhead. I probably made that much more confusing than it needed to be. But to re-summarize, they were once one species with 5 different subspecies, but have since been reclassified as 2 separate species, Agkistrodon contortrix and Agkistrodon laticinctus. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed seeing these 3 awesome copperheads. Again, let me know which one you prefer, the partially striped eastern copperhead or the normal pattern. And also let me know which you prefer, the broadband copperhead or the eastern copperhead. I can't wait to show you the rest of the footage I captured of a bunch of the other snakes. But until then, click like and click subscribe. I also want to give a big shout out to my channel members. If you'd like to support, become a channel member, get early access to videos, exclusive videos, and a shout out at the end. Big shout out to my Patreon members as well. If you'd like to support me over there, you also get early access to videos, exclusive videos, and a shout out at the end. And a big thank you to those that donate in other ways. Love y'all so much. I'll get the other videos up and ready as soon as possible.